Sunday, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year in advance. Yes, because we all, you and me, all of us, we are stepping into the new year, whether the enemy likes it or not. Read my lips, whether he likes it or not. We all are making it to the new year. All right? Yeah. And if today is the first time seeing this wonderful and fearfully made creation, my name is Juliet, and you're most welcome to my channel. Please do give this video a thumbs up and also like, share my video, comment where necessary, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I also appreciate that. That's if you also want to be part of this great family. But then I would really appreciate if you do subscribe to this channel. All right, thank you so much, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so you get notified immediately anytime I upload a video right here in this channel. Right, I'm moving over to my subscribers and returning viewers. You guys are the favorites. Thank you so much for making this channel a reality, and I'm so in depth and grateful to you all for always coming back to support me, watching my videos, promoting them, and the rest. God bless you. Thank you so much. So yeah, moving over today's topic, I actually want to give you guys a brief story because I wouldn't want it to be too long. Yeah, I don't want it to be too long. I'll just move straight to the point. A story of my delivery. That should be my second delivery that nearly landed me to cesarean section. That's emergency cesarean section. You know, some people that have been there already, you know how it goes, but then you move. So let's dive right into my story. Okay, yeah. It happened that okay, with my sorry, before I proceed, I will kind of like be comparing between my first pregnancy and this and the pregnant and my second delivery. That actually, as in, when what I'm trying to say, sorry for the whole interruption, what I'm trying to say is that I'll kind of like be comparing my first delivery to that of my second delivery and how the whole stuff went, right? Okay, but still the main aim is that I'm focusing on my second delivery story. Yeah, because that's the one that I don't even know. If not for God, left for me, I would have just ended with CS. Yes, that's just the true fact. But God came through. He has always coming through. But that's by the way. So yeah, it happened that with my first delivery and also with this second delivery, I I gave birth normally. But then with this second delivery, okay, it happened that um I was so excited. I thank God that at least unlike my first pregnancy, I never had what is it called? Contraction or labor at all. Be it through labor, forced labor. I'm not in that category with my first pregnancy down to my delivery, except a week to my delivery when I boarded a bike, right? Yes, a week to my delivery when I boarded, that should be my last antenatal, when I boarded a bike to the hospital, which is not advisable. Please, if you're heavily pregnant, don't you ever dare try to do so, because I learned my lesson that time. So yeah, and I think I mentioned something like that in one of my videos. That should be my worst traumatic experience, when I was talking of how my water broke. This same second pregnancy, that I don't know, it's just God miracle that has just been keeping me through it, and God just saw me through everything. And yeah, so over to the main focus for this video, which is how the delivery nearly landed me to cesarean section, emergency cesarean section. It happened that with my second pregnancy, I was lucky enough, I was even excited about it, that yes, I was lucky enough to experience at least little contraction. I will have to call it little, because then at some point it was just coming faint and still going. But when it comes, sometimes it comes heavily and it still goes back, and it's as if nothing happened. When I rest my leg or rest my body, everything will just vanish and go away. So it's more like maybe when the body notice that it's like I'm now about to get a little bit worked out or stressed out, that's when I start feeling the labor pain and the contraction and the rest of it, be it false labor or true labor, whatever it's called. Then it now happened that okay, with my first delivery, my first pregnancy, I invited my mom to come for the omugo, to help me when I'm done giving birth. In Igbo, we call it omugo. That's when a woman assists her daughter that put to bed to take care of the newborn, bathe the new baby, and all that. So it happened that with my first pregnancy, my mom came. So with this second one, I said no, my mother-in-law will come. But then it now happened due to one reason or the other, best known to us, she now had to come over earlier. So when she now came, I can never say a story without thanking God for sending her. She's like a guardian angel that actually came to save me and my baby. Because not just that it would have landed me to emergency CS, but I don't know, maybe probably, God forbid, either I must have lost my baby or I will even lose my life. But then I thank God that was not my story. So when she now came on this very day, we were about to cook soup that very day in the morning after having our breakfast. She has just been observing me. I've been having contraction, but it's not painful, like I said. But then when the baby moves up, my belly will grow, the contraction will come. She'll look. She'll be like, "Are you okay? Are you fine?" I say, "Yes, I'm good." But she said, but your belly is growing. She's just feeling the contraction. I say, "Yes, that I will not doubt that I'm not feeling the same way, but then it's not painful. I can even go through the pain. It's not that bad." You see all these elderly women, let's just be respecting them. You know, this say that they say that what an elderly person sits down to see, that even you, a teenager or a young person, even if you climb the Iroko tree, you can never see it. I never knew she was feeling everything that was just happening within my belly that moment. It got to the point that she nearly even stopped cooking. I said, okay, fine, ma, no problem. I will just call my husband. Once we are done cooking our soup, making the soup, I will just move to the hospital. And meanwhile, I've already packed my hospital bags, everything, because that should be a week to my delivery also. Because it just happened that by God's grace, my babies used to come out earlier before the appointed due date that they are supposed to, the EDD. So, yeah. So it happens that before we could finish cooking the soup for that very day, I started having this urge of going to the toilet to relieve myself. That's to poo. Not once, not twice. She now say, no, this is the main label that I'm in label. But funny enough, at times I don't know why. I don't want to be specific that it may be in Nigeria, but then most of the times our doctors and our nurses, the way they attend to us, as patients, be you a nurse, a nursing mom, or like a pregnant woman about to put to bed, or patients in general, it's not really that fair. Because the way she saw me and observed everything, I've been feeling this for over getting to 2 weeks, right? And my last appointment, because I started going one week, when you get to your closer to your due date, your appointment will now go down to a week appointment. After a week, you go. After a week, you go. Because anything can just happen. Baby can just come out anytime, any day. So it now happened that I've been feeling that way. When we now finished cooking, my husband have already returned, because we had to call him to start coming back so that he can stay back to receive my toddler that went to school when the school bus brings her back. So when he now came, lucky enough, we finished cooking the food. He came back, and then we left. I left with my mother-in-law to the hospital, my hospital bag and all that. So Yeah, when we now got to the hospital, I went to meet the doctor. When it was my turn, the doctor examined me. He was like, um, when did I start feeling like this? I said, even in my last antenatal, that is just few days ago, that I told you personally that I was feeling this way. You check me, you say, yes, I'm feeling it, but it's not the main. That was your language. But he now said, but it was not like, as so intense as this. I was like, what did you just say? He said, anyway, whatever the case might be, he had to check me again, my cervical mucus, to check for it. When he now checked me, it happened that a little blood was now showing. Some people call it bloody show, right? It's here to come about him checking me as a doctor, you know, inserting his hand with glove that he wore into me and bringing it out. There was now bloody show. That was how I was now retained back to the hospital. Okay, they did not stop there. They now had to um start watching me. They give me the things they give for women that are about to give birth. I started dilating by the special grace of God. But it now going to 4. It was now so hard for me to reach 5. And then the contraction, I was feeling contraction. It wasn't painful. I can breathe through it. But then at some point, about 2 hours after I reached 4 centimeters, when they checked me, the doctor was now like, madam, that it cannot go that way. As in, it seemed like I would just end up doing emergency C-section. My heart skipped. Just imagine when you are not prepared for something mentally, psychological, even financially. We just have to be truthful to ourselves. It's not like the money is not there, but then when you have already planned yourself, because by the special grace of God, it happened that we are the kind of person that, especially my husband, even like when I'm already like 4 to 5 or 6 months pregnant, he must have already laid down the money for the delivery. Most times, in most cases, if he do transfer it to my account for it to be there, so I will not touch it till it gets. So when the doctor now said, my husband did not even know what was happening, because I was already inside the labor room when he told me that. My heart skipped, and I just thank everything I do. I will always thank God. It's good to be strong in faith. It's good to have faith and see whatever thing you are worshiping, worship that thing strongly. But I will personally advise you, as a Christian, as a believer, to always believe and trust in God, because Him alone has the answers to our prayers. That's what I believe, as my belief, and as a Christian that I am. So, moving over to what I was saying, I was lucky enough. There was this nurse that was present with the doctor, assisting him. She was so upset. She did not show it out when the doctor now left, because the doctor said I would have to go into C-section emergency. That they should even start arranging the cesarean section. So when the doctor now left, the nurse now came and said, what kind of thing is this? That I'm already progressing. What happened? Then she now had to break my water. She broke my water. Then it was still progressing a little. I think I got up to 5 or 6 centimeters. But then at some point, it also like I said, my contraction was not consistent, and unfortunately, it's affecting the baby. Yeah, and I believe that's the reason why the doctor was saying something of me going through emergency C-section. Then she now suggested to the doctor, I mean the nurse, that they should give me hot drip, induce me, and all the rest. The doctor now said, okay, no problem. Let us just try everything possible first, before, so it will not look as if he's just in haste to operate on me. So lucky enough, as God may have it, I had to pass through the second pain of induction, because with my first baby, because I did not have labor contraction, I did not feel those things. They induced me with hot injection. This young lady you're seeing here, God has just been faithful. That's why they say that this pregnancy of a thing is not for the strongest. It's just luck, it's just grace, it's just mercy that will just put you through. Okay, so I had to undergo that same pain again. They gave me all drip because I was ready to do anything, anything but cesarean section, because mentally, psychologically, every aspect of it, I was not ready for it. So they induced me with the hot injection. I went into labor. I shouted, I wept throughout the night. And lucky enough, after 1 hour, when the doctor came, he saw that yes, I was now progressing enough. So that was it. That was how I was able to escape emergency cesarean section. Because the reason why I had to tell this story is that I've seen people, I know people, and I've also watched people even on this YouTube channel that said their normal delivery now ended up with emergency cesarean section. All these things are real, but then you don't know what God has done for you if you are able to put to bed by yourself. That's why I think I also made one video on C-section or normal delivery. There's anyhow anybody gives birth to his or her, to her children, because men does not give birth. Anyhow, any process a woman gives birth to her children does not make that person less of who the person is. What if there was no C-section? You find out that it's either you lose the mother or you lose the babe, or you even end up losing the both. So whatever the case might be, but I'm not going back to that video. If you are yet to watch the video, go to my videos. I say I have lots and lots of videos that are impactful, so I would plead to you to go and watch my videos. It's so interesting and you will not regret watching it. Trust me on that. So yeah, guys, that's my delivery story that nearly landed me to cesarean section. But I just bless God. I thank God that I'm here telling the story, that it was not actually what is now was meant to be. God still came through and everything went well and I'm fine. And funny enough, I gave birth very early, around that kind one, early in the month. That's after 12 midnight. That same day I was discharged. Isn't this God wonderful? And so yeah, guys, that's the story of my second delivery that God came through for me. And I'm so blessed. I'll continue to praise him and thank him for his mercies. So yeah, guys, I don't want to say much again because the video is already too long than I expected it. But thank you so much. If you have watched up to this point, I appreciate you. I say thank you and God bless you. And like I said previously, initially before I started making this story, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do well to subscribe to my channel and God bless you as you do so. Merry Christmas. I love you. God loves you the more. You should love yourself. And yeah, 19 December is my birthday. Please don't fail to wish me happy birthday. Thank you as you do so. So see you guys on my next video. Bye.